A patient has an illness that typically lasts about 24 hours. The temperature T in degrees Fahrenheit of the patient T hours after the illness begins is given by this function. Round all answers to one decimal, please. So we're expecting some kind of nasty stuff to happen on this one, but when does the patient's temperature reach its maximum value? Its maximum value when? When is the time on this one? There's two T's on this one, because it can be kind of confusing, but they clarified up here, the lowercase t is the time in hours, the uppercase T is the time, or the temperature in degrees, rather. So we want to know when the maximum value happens, meaning the temperature. Okay, so we want a maximum T on this one. It says when, that's the time. So what time would it be on this one? That's the X value. This lowercase t is replacing the X on this one. And we know that that can be found in the formula with negative B over 2 times A. So the B value that they gave us was 0.3146, which isn't very pretty, but it still works, 0.3146. That's my B, all over 2 times A, and then the A value is the coefficient of T squared, which is negative 0.013. So again, I just put that in there, negative 0.013. I put this in the calculator. Let's see what we get. Now, just from the calculator there, I got 12.1. And this was when, so that's in seconds. 12.1 seconds. That's, not seconds. This was in hours, right? Up there at the top, so not seconds. This one was T in hours, so at 12.1 hours after, I guess, the illness starts, that's when the patient's temperature will be the highest. The next question says, what is the patient's maximum temperature during the illness? Well, the maximum temperature has to happen at the time that it reaches the maximum temperature, which is 12.1 hours after it begins. So that means that in the function, negative 0.013 T squared plus 0.3146 times T plus 97.5. Instead of T's, now I know the time is going to happen at 12.1 hours. So I just replace those T's with 12.1. And again, this is just something I'm going to type into my calculator, and this will tell me the maximum temperature. This is, by the way, it would have been shown as T of 12.1, which is kind of how we've seen how you find the corresponding Y value there, which is really all this is. So let's put this in. I got negative 0.013 times 12.1 squared plus 0.3146 times 12.1 plus 97.5. Enter. And it says, seems kind of low, but the maximum temperature is showing as 99.4. Well, it said one decimal place, didn't it? So I have 40333. So I'll just make it 99.4 degrees. Wow, that's kind of steep for an illness, I guess, but maybe this one's just not that tragic or dramatic, I guess. Well,
No, I'm just asking. I'm not picking.
well, it did say Fahrenheit. Let's put it on there.
Okay.
Fahrenheit. I'm not going to put Fahrenheit. Just F is good.